Hey guys, welcome back to another Big Meat Sunday. Thanks for coming back. So today, we're going to do something a little more healthy. We've been kind of going off the deep end on more awesome, ridiculous food as opposed to a more healthy, good for you food. So what I want to do is return to that kind of gluten-free diet, food that's good for you, low in fat, and high in protein. What we're going to do today is do a spin on a recipe that I found on the Beyond Diet website. And we're going to take that and just kind of tweak it a little bit. It's a kind of a taco salad using spaghetti squash, but I'm going to call it a gluten-free Mexican spaghetti. Check it out. Okay guys, thanks for coming back. What we have here, onion, bell pepper. We're going to chop these up real fine like. Actually, not too fine though. We don't really need to make them crazy fine. Just, you know, half-inch pieces or so. Just about like that. And we're going to cut up our bell pepper as well. And this is a kind of a fun recipe. It's kind of made off of the idea of spaghetti, but it's not really spaghetti because we're going to be using a spaghetti squash as the pasta portion of the show. And it's pretty darn good, actually. And then for the sauce, what we're going to do is make a kind of a Mexican flavored, Latin-ish, like a meat sauce, but instead of like a regular Italian meat sauce, we're going to do it kind of with Mexican flavors and this, or ground turkey, that is. All right. So now we have our vegetables cut up. We're going to take our ground turkey and their vegetables. We're going to head over to the stove. We're going to get some coconut oil, heat it up, and we're going to put our vegetables in, let them render a little bit, and then we're going to add our ground turkey, get all those mixed up, and add some seasoning. Let's go over there. All right, guys, so what we're going to do is take some coconut oil, which is far better to cook with than most any other oil there is. It's good for you, and it doesn't make you fat. Take a big blob of the coconut oil. You can see that the coconut oil, when it is at room temperature, it's actually a solid. So we're going to take our onions and our peppers, get them in the oil, and we're going to add some basic seasoning here. A nice pinch of salt, a nice pinch of black pepper, a little bit of garlic powder, and a little bit of Mexican oregano. That's about a half a tablespoon. And one of my very favorite things in the entire world, red pepper flakes. This is kind of up to you. I like it spicy, so I'm going for 2 pinches. All right, so we're going to also, almost forgot, some you know, chili seasoning, whatever you got. I'm going to use this particular brand that I get at my butcher. The Meat House. It's one of my favorite things, so we're going to take this, just kind of mix it up. We're going to brown this down, sweat it out for you know, 5 minutes or something, and then we're going to add our turkey. Excellent. So looking really good. It's been about 5 minutes. Just slide our turkey on in there. And the thing like chicken and turkey, you don't want to mess with it. You want to just get it in the pan, kind of break it up into larger pieces like that, and then just step away. Don't mess with it. Reason is it'll get all like sandy. It'll fall apart and turn into like something that resembles like cottage cheese. And turkey shouldn't look like cottage cheese, so let's give it a while. All right, so we've let this brown a little bit, and you can kind of see starting to firm up a bit. What I want to do is just scoop it up off the bottom of the pan and just flip it. I don't want to mess with it, like I said earlier. It will turn to sand. We've got to wait for it to cook before we can start kind of mixing it up in our concoction here. So I'm just going to flip it over, just like that. And we're just going to let it sit some more. Yeah, this is looking good now. It's still a little pink, but you can tell the meat is kind of stiffened up quite a bit. And that's kind of what we're looking for. Something you can kind of mix around. It's not going to turn onto sand anymore. So what we want to do is take a couple of cans of diced tomatoes. And I'm just using, generic tomatoes. It's probably not the best thing in the world to use. I mean, if you had fresh tomatoes, by all means, use them. I do not. So I'm going to be using those, and I'm also going to add half a can of, like a regular size can of tomato sauce, or pardon me, tomato paste, that is. And we're just going to kind of get this combined, and throw a lid on it, and just let it go on low. We're going to let this simmer for 25-30 minutes. Let all those flavors combine. Then we'll come back for a taste test and season accordingly. It's been about 15 minutes now. Sauce is really starting to thicken up here. God, it smells so good. Just want to mix it a little. You can tell how thick it's getting. Looks great. Just want to give it a taste though. You can see the turkey's fully cooked now. Looks great. Just going to get a spoon in here. That's fantastic, I tell you what. But one thing I do want to add though is some cumin. Will be very good with this. I should have actually put it in earlier, but I kind of spaced it, but no big deal. That's going to be all right. Another thing I'm going to add is a little more of this cayenne pepper chili powder mixture. That's just good. Your mileage may vary. It doesn't really, affect the recipe too much. It's really just the heat that you like with it. I'm a spicy kind of guy, so I like things ridiculously hot. But the heat's actually good for your metabolism. All right, so what we're gonna do, just let this cook for about another 15 minutes. Just get all those flavors incorporated, and spaghetti squash is just about finished, so we're gonna pull that out of the oven. If you haven't seen that video, check it out. It was the one before this one. Go ahead, I'll put a link right here. And as soon as this is done, we'll get it all plated up with that spaghetti squash. Excellent. So what we have is our sauce that I've distributed into a bowl. It looks absolutely amazing. I'm going to do one final taste test here. Wow, it's fantastic. What I want to do, ouch, that's hot. So I'm going to take a dish rag and kind of grab onto this piece of spaghetti squash that we just cooked. And if you're interested in how I did that, check out the video I did, like I said earlier. And what we're going to do is just take some of this squash, just kind of work it like this, scrape it from all sides, and try not to dump as much on your cutting board as I am. Just grab a plate here. I'm just going to pour it out onto the plate. Look at that. And you can see it's kind of stringy. Imagine this to be spaghetti. Gluten-free spaghetti. It's good for you spaghetti. And then we're going to take some of our sauce. It's going to be good. Nice. Oh, real nice. This, God, it smells so good. Okay. Take a little cheese. A little cilantro. Look at that. Tell me that isn't good looking. And my buddy, Easy Papa Lester, thank you, brother. Dude, these things, look at this. I've not even plowed halfway through this, but my buddy Les, he makes these pickled jalapenos. He does them himself, and God, they're so amazing. So I'm gonna add a little bit of those. You can add it whatever you want, you know. It's your party. But this looks phenomenal. Get a little spaghetti. Wow. I'll tell you what, this is phenomenal. Wow. Even if you don't have the crazy hot stuff like I like, the flavor of the spaghetti squash with the Mexican flavors it's just such a great combination. You wouldn't necessarily think of it, but it is very good, and they complement one another. So anyway, hope you guys give this a try, and it really is good. It's good for you, and it's low calorie, so you can feel proud eating it. Thanks for watching. You know the drill. Hit the sub button. Thanks for sticking around. Y'all, take care.